Get a pen and paper. Think about how product prices are set. Consider raw materials, production, and added costs. Resume the video. Discuss or write about what expenses are included in pricing, examples from clothing, farming, or your own business. Pause and reflect. Remember the value chain, how value is added at each stage. Understand that price is not only the manufacturing cost. Pause the video. Discuss or write. Think about the customer. What value they give, what value they get. Pause and reflect. Consider the market. Customer willingness to pay. Competitors' prices. Whether your product is premium or affordable. Summarize your learning. Pricing must cover costs, create profit, and reflect value. The right price balances business sustainability and customer expectations.
Discuss with someone else about what you wrote. If you are in a group setting, discuss and summarize your discussion. If you are not, compare your answers with the following video.
Hello, everyone. As an entrepreneur, one of the most important things to consider is the price of your product. Think about the raw materials that you buy to make your product. Who decides the prices of those materials? What determines the price of any given item? Do you find the same price across all the different shops you could buy that given item? How do these prices get determined? Is there any price difference between the wholesale shop and the retail shop? Why? Think about it. Remember the value chain, how value gets added at each step. Is it possible to buy products for the exact price that it took to manufacture? What other expenses are factored into the price you pay? What are other things that could be added to the price? For example, let's think about the clothing business. Is the price of a shirt the exact cost it took to manufacture that shirt? No. Let's think about expenses that are added into the end cost. The raw materials, sure, but there are stitching charges, packing expenses, distribution costs, transportation expenses, advertising expenses, labor expenses, government taxes, rent, electricity, and seller profit, etc. When you're determining your prices, make sure you're considering all of the expenses. For example, if you're a farmer, you have to consider the cost of the seeds, the fertilizers, composting, plowing the land, planting the seeds, pesticides, water expenses, dealing with weeds, harvesting expenses, packing expenses, transportation, labor expenses, the value of your effort, etc. You should consider all of your expenses when you set the price of your product. Not only the money you spent, but the value of your time, effort, and expertise. All of these should be considered in setting the price, right? Should you consider anything else? Think about it. Now that you've determined all the expenses you have, your price must cover these costs or you won't make a profit. But it's not just about covering the costs. What about the customer? How does the customer see the value, the give and the get? How much is the customer willing to give in terms of money, effort, time, trust, and information? What is the customer getting in return? Imagine the customer is shopping for a new pair of shoes. What factors influence the decision to buy? Is it just the quality of the brand of the shoes? What about the price? Does a higher price mean better quality to the customer? What price can you set to make the exchange of the good of value to the customer? Can you afford the expenses and still make a profit? Can you adjust the give and the get? Can you find a balance where the business is profitable while providing value to the customer with a good price? Setting a price involves understanding value from the customer's perspective. Monetary price is one aspect of the give for the customer, a very important aspect. Understand your costs, and also understand how much the customer is willing to pay and for what. You also need to understand the larger marketplace and your competition and the competition's prices. Your goal is to price your product profitably while meeting customer expectations. Pricing should reflect the value your product brings to their lives. If your customer is looking for premium products, are they more price sensitive? Consider their income, preferences, and the value they place on your product. If your customer is willing to pay more for premium features or an enhanced experience, then pricing higher may work. If they prioritize cost and savings, a lower price may be more appropriate. Who are your competitors? What are they charging for similar products? Your price communicates your product's positioning. A higher price may suggest premium quality, exclusivity, or luxury. A lower price could indicate affordability. How does your pricing align with how you want your customers to perceive your product?
Pause the video. Write the lessons you have learned from the video. Resume the video. Share your notes with others where applicable. Zoom, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp.